we're cooking a Mother's Day meal. We have lamb chop. We're gonna also make a crab dip, and then we're gonna have some green beans that are over here, and we're gonna have some sweet potato fries. But I'm gonna start with the crab dip because it takes the longest. So first, you're gonna chop up your onion. Get a nice sharp knife, and you're gonna peel it. Usually peel back the first layer, just to make sure you don't have any of that skin on it. Trash. And you want to chop this up nice and fine. This is going to go into a dip. So you want to get a nice slice on it before you dice it up. I'll show you guys me cutting the first half, but not the second half because you're going to do the same exact thing. Okay, our next step is to take 2 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter, and we're going to throw it into this pan. Not paper though, got the gross. And now you're gonna let that start melting, and then when it melts, you're gonna throw the onions in there. Alright, thank you. Hello. Now we're going to throw our onion, chopped onion, into the pan. To this, we're going to add some garlic powder. Some pepper. And some sea salt. And then give it a nice mix around. And let it cook for about 6 minutes and get it nice and soft. So now, after I've added the onion and all that stuff, I'm going to proceed to add some cream cheese, Worcestershire sauce, and then our dry spices. Some more dry spices. So I'm going to open this up. It's 8 ounces of cream cheese from our good friend ShopRite.
We're not sponsoring this, but it's okay.
We'll pull out, put it right in there. Throw the garbage away. Do a dash, 2 dashes of Worcestershire sauce.
Not sponsoring this. It's okay.
Now we're gonna get some paprika. A couple of sprinkles of that. It's smoked paprika, so it should give us a nice flavor. Some chipotle chili powder. A little heat. And then we're gonna stir until it's melted. We're gonna start breaking it up a little bit. That will help it cook down. And yeah, we'll get back to you when it's done. Alright, so next we're going to add our spinach and our crab meat. So here I have some chopped up spinach, roughly chopped, because it's just going to cook down. So you don't need to do it too fine. You can also use frozen spinach if you choose to. But I did fresh spinach because what we had, and we're working with what we have in quarantine. Thank you very much. This is going to begin to cook down a little bit. The only thing with these frozen spinach is, fresh spinach, is gonna let it cook down a little bit more before you add your other ingredients, because it takes up quite a lot of room at first glance, but it will soon cook down. And as you can see, it's much smaller than what we started with. That's what spinach and other vegetables do, like kale and collard greens. We have a couple rogue spinaches trying to get out, but we got them in there. There's no soldier left behind. So you can see the nice consistency we have here. I'm going to turn the heat down a little low while I get my crab meat opened. So I'm going to grab a can opener. Excuse me, ma'am.
This is from a long time ago.
Yeah. We're going to take your nice lump crab meat from Baltimore, Maryland. Premium.
They're not sponsoring us. Shout out to them.
So now I'm going to use it immediately after open, like the can says. So we're just going to open her right up. You see that nice lump crab meat. Gonna throw her in here. And then rinse her out. And get her ready for recycle. Because we love recycle. Save the planet. So we're gonna mix this in here. As you can see, it's trying to come together as a nice sauce. Very yummy. And next, I'm following a recipe off of Food Network for this, because I love Food Network. And next we're going to stir it until it's warm and bubbly, which is beginning to be. As you can see, it's getting nice and warm, little bubbles at the bottom of the pan. And then we're also going to add our 3 Trees blend from our good friend ShopRite again.
Sponsor us, please. Please.
We got Parmesan, Asago, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I'm trying my hardest here, people, and Romano cheese. So, I'm just going to turn this heat up a little bit. I turned it down earlier so we didn't burn it. We're opening our crab meat. So I'm stirring it around a little more. Smells really good. And it looks like it's reaching that nice bubbling and a nice warmness to it. So I'm going to begin to add our 3 Trees blend, which I'm going to see how much we add. Okay. So we should do about half a cup. Yeah, just kidding. Half a cup and 3 teaspoons. So it's about half a cup, and this is about 3 tablespoons. So now we're just gonna mix her right around. Get her in there nice and melted. And you save a little extra cheese so you make sure you put some on top of it when we put it in. As you're gonna see in the next segment. The queen of editing. So I just wanted to tell y'all that the reason why I'm so awkward, why I keep being like, oh, yummy, is because I do not like crab. So it doesn't smell that great to me, but my mom said it smells good, and she said that she liked it a lot. I mean, I tasted it, the cheese, like, it tastes good, but like, I don't like crab, so I'm just like, but yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know. All right, bye, gals. And
Wait.
oh, now they have our pan all greased up with our good friend
Pam. You love Pam. Sponsor us, please.
I'm gonna take this nice delicious sauce that already looks like it's good enough to eat, but we're gonna throw it into a nice big dish we have here. I wish we had smell-o-vision because it smells wonderful. This is gonna be our appetizer for the night. You know how it is. Then nice going. Throw this into the sink. Out of our way. Throw some water in this. It's not hard to clean. And then take our cheese and throw some on top for a nice crust. Ooh, not into the iPad. And then we're gonna throw it right into the oven, our top oven. Oh, it's hot in here. Look at this. It's me, back again, queen of editing. So my mother was cook filming for me, and she just stopped filming me put it in the oven. So we're just gonna jump to the next clip. But I put it in the oven. I closed it, but she just stopped. So. And now we're gonna do our sweet potato fries and get them right into the oven because they take the longest out of everything that we're cooking. I thought it was the spinach dip, but I misread the recipe, so it's awkward. We take our knife, there's still spinach on it, but it's okay because it is. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna slice it in half and then slice it into nice fry cut shapes. See that? Nice French fries, like McDonald's. But healthy and yummy. Keep the skin on. This is a nice flavor, a nice crunch. And depending on how thick you cut your slices is how long it's going to take and how crispy it's going to get. If you want a nice, really crispy fry, you're going to cut it nice and thin. If you want a medium fry, you're gonna cut it on a thicker side. And if you want a more like a wedge style, you can cut it into wedge pieces. But I'm doing fries and I'm doing them at a medium size. We like crunchy on the outside, but soft on the inside. So I'm gonna do that with this next potato, and I'll show you guys me doing this last one, and then I'll come back to you when it's all done. See, nice and cut. Nice fry shape. Got her right in there with her other girlies. She's a little thick at the end, so I'm gonna cut her in half. Just so not too soft, because this is how we like our fries. All right. All right, so now that we have our potatoes cut up into our fries, we're going to proceed to put some oil on them. Put them in a bowl because that's how you get some better distribution. So I have some infused oil here. I have garlic. Level top. And I'm going to pour that over. Not too much because I'm also going to be using our Tuscan oil. Tuscan herb infused oil. Nice over there. Give it a nice toss. Nice, make sure you get a lot of oil. That's gonna give you a crisp, make it nice crunchy like an actual French fry. So now your hands are oily. You're gonna take, for this in one hand, take some pepper. A little adobo. It's a nice flavor. A little paprika will help with that browning process. Smoked paprika again, to smoked with ginger. It's from our good friends Willem Sonoma.
Sponsor us, please. Thank you.
And some chipotle chili powder. It's gonna give it a nice heat to it. And finally, our good friend, garlic powder. Yum. Toss it together. And we'll see you in the next clip. So now we're gonna take our seasoned fries and lay them on our pan to go in the oven. We'll put them in the oven at 380 for about, you check on them, but it should take about 25 to 35 minutes. Check on them because, again, it's done to your likeness. If you really want them crispy, put them in 40. If you want them burnt, put them in 50. I mean, I don't think you want that, but I'm just putting out options here, people. If you want them on a softer side, you probably should go about 30, 25 minutes. You want them raw, you can eat them now. I'm just, again, putting out what people might like. I'm not judging here. I'm just telling you different options you have. So, yeah. We'll lay these bad boys out here. Ooh, okay. She's just going to slide out there at me. Gonna have them nice. You don't want to overcrowd them. You want to make sure you have their own space, but again, you don't need to have them so spaced out. They're not like the cookies or anything. They're not gonna expand in the oven. So now you have your oil. You're gonna take your nice little tea towel and wipe your hands off on it. My mother is again. She's shook behind the camera. Mom, this is Food Network. We have plenty of them in the back. And now you're gonna put them into your other oven that you have set at 380. I'm gonna throw them right in here. Oh, it's hot in there. Hello. And they're gonna be cooking, and they're cutting out. They're going to be done in about 30 minutes. Thank you. Next, we're going to do our rub for the lamb. So I'm going to put it out onto the cutting board. I'm going to take our chili powder. A little more. We have a couple pieces of lamb here, so we'll make sure all of them have the spices on it. Some pepper. Mix as we go along. Some garlic powder. Garlic powder is really good. Some paprika. There's more paprika again. From Sonoma.
Nice.
Yeah, some adobo here. Love adobo. Tastes really yummy. And lamb. Whoa! Pepper. Got it for a second. So I'm gonna mix it up. Make sure it's nice and everything is nice and distributed.
Where's your resume? Huh? Where's your resume? That's later. Would you let me film? You.
We're gonna take our first piece. I'm gonna show you what I do for the first piece, and I'm gonna do it to all the other ones, so I won't bore you with that content. But just make sure you get on every side. It should look like this when you're done. Make sure you press it in there. Press. And you're gonna put it to the side, and do it to the next pieces. So now we're gonna take our oils again and go over to our frying pan. I'm gonna turn her on. Put on a nice medium heat. Oh, pan shot, but sponsor us, please. There's some butter in there as well as some Tuscan olive oil, herbs. A little bit of that because we also are gonna have our garlic. And then, to the side, we're going to throw some sprigs of fresh rosemary.
No, I'm still over here. Okay. Sprigs of fresh rosemary.
You're going to throw them into the pan. They're going to help give our lamb a nice flavor. Put it to the side. Start spreading things around. Get them nice and mixed in. And we would come back to you when it's nice and hot. Get a nice and hot pan so we get a nice initial good first sear on our lamb. So we sear it. We're gonna sear it a couple times and then throw it into the oven. But we'll see you in the next shot. So as you can see, our pan is boiling. Not boiling, it's bubbling. It's hot and ready. So we're gonna take our lamb chops, place them in there. Gonna get a nice sear on it. Space them out a little more. What was that? Get our other two in there. So we're working with smaller chops. We have enough room in our pan. But if you're working with bigger chops, I would recommend doing 2 pans so you don't overcrowd it. So we're going to let it get a good first sear on the first side, about 2 to 3 minutes. And we're going to flip it and go on the other side for another 2 to 3 minutes. And I'll show you what we're going to do with the process in between that. So, as you can see, I finally found my apron. Tower Hill. Period. I'm going to flip her over. Wow, nice color. Flip this one over. Great color. Oh, hot. You get away from her. Okay. Gonna put it back on there. Let's flip our last top over. See a nice color. Wow. And now, for the part that you weren't expecting, this one. And you're gonna take your oven because cast iron pans really hold deep. You're gonna take it and you're gonna start basting your lamb. This is gonna help give it some more flavor. So the rosemary is cooking into the butter and the oil. It's really gonna give it a nice flavor.
Ouch. That is hot.
So I learned that trick when I was watching the Food Network. So make sure you watch it. Chop.
We're not sponsoring this, but they should sponsor me, please.
And I'll see you when I throw it in the oven. Alright. So now we're gonna throw it into the oven. Turn the heat off. Open her up. And if you had like a rack of lamb, it would take a little longer in the oven. But I'm just gonna check on my chops in about 10-minute intervals. Some people like, they're medium rare. But I like it to be on more on the medium side, so I'm gonna check on it. It's gonna take about 10-15 minutes. And some people like to be well done, which take a little longer, 20 minutes. I don't recommend well done because you kind of lose the flavor of the lamb, and it can be tough and chewy. So medium is nice for us. So we're gonna move on to our green beans now.
No, no,
Ma'am.
no.
Ma'am.
Look at my hair.
No, please, because I have a nice Tower Hill blanket here. You're sporting. Can you tell us how you feel about the dinner?
Oh my gosh, it was the best meal I've had in a very long time outside of being home. It was, the lamb chops were perfectly cooked. O-M to the GGG. I would eat lamb the rest of my life if it could be prepared that way. Excellent meal.
Would you recommend
Salute to the chef.
Would you recommend people to try my cooking?
Absolutely, all the time. I'm always selling the idea. A matter of fact, I'm trying to get the neighbor to have you cook for his graduation party out front on the lawn,
Jesus.
curbside. social
Okay, we're
distancing.
just gonna cut this here now. Thank you for your time.